Right now, legal trouble in Douglas County as a new lawsuit alleges the school board broke state law in how they fired Superintendent Corey Wise. 9 News reporter John Glasgow is live in Castle Rock at school district headquarters for us this morning. John, at the center of this is open meetings law.
Yeah, the lawsuit alleges that 4 school board members, they met privately to discuss ousting Superintendent Corey Wise. Now, under the Colorado open meeting law, they are required to give public notice and access to those types of meetings. So in those private conversations, the newly elected board members are believed to have given Wise an ultimatum: resign or be fired. Now, if that happened, those one-on-one discussions, the suit alleges, violated the Colorado open meeting law. The suit was filed before the Douglas County School Board held their special meeting to vote Wise out of his position last Friday night. Now, Douglas School Board President Mike Peterson appeared on KOA yesterday saying that the superintendent was fired in part for not refuting rumors that the board had gutted Dudco's equity policy or standing up to the teachers union that does not have collective bargaining power. So the Colorado open meeting law doesn't carry much weight. So with this lawsuit, the board members will likely not face any fines or penalties. But Corey, this potentially could make some changes going forward with the Douglas School Board.
All right, John, thank you. Now, since the firing of Wise, the district says 3 school teachers have resigned. There are 3,500 teachers in the district, though. Those outraged by the board's move are already throwing the word recall around. An online petition has more than 22,000 signatures. Under state law, you can't recall someone until they've served in their elected role for 6 months. It would take 15,000 signatures from registered voters in Dudco to even begin the recall process against any of these school board members. And if that effort was successful, it would likely mean the recall would be on the November ballot. Also happening now in Douglas County, a fight amongst the county commissioners.
Yeah, something's always happening in Douglas County, right? They can't agree on who should be in charge of their meetings. We're not making this up. Laura Thomas was originally the chair of the board. George Teal and Abe Linden voted to remove her as the chair in April of 2021 for reasons that still aren't very clear. After some backlash from Thomas supporters, though, the 3 eventually agreed to rotate the chair duties every month for a while. Thomas is the board chair for the month of February, but the newest issue for Linden and Teal, they don't think Thomas should be the chair of any meetings that deal with the county's renewable water resources project. Thomas issued a statement last month saying that she opposes using $20 million in American Rescue Plan money for a project that would bring water up from the San Luis Valley to Douglas County. Linden and Teal believe she is too biased on this issue.
I just want everybody to understand, we've had this discussion. I am the chair for the month of February. And what you are doing is saying that I'm not going to be the chair for the next discussion.
You want to fight or do you want to work? You want to work and let Abe run the RWR meetings and we move along. You want to fight, Laura? You've got your fight. You've got your gladiatorial audience right here.
Well, the gladiatorial audience, I mean, yeah, they got that. Linden and Teal had the votes to remove Thomas from the chair of those meetings, obviously, so she won't be leading the discussions on that project anymore.
Okay.
All right. Right now, a suspect is still on the run after shooting 3 people at a church in Aurora on Friday night.
Yeah, police say a woman, Adela Madrid, was targeted and killed in her church by a former partner. Adela's brother, David, says that she had been in a relationship with the suspected shooter, Jose de Jesus Montoya Villa.
As far as we know, there was a breakup, and she didn't want to have nothing to do with him.
2 pastors were also hurt in the shooting. Anyone with information is being asked to call Crime Stoppers.
Developing now, 2 Arapahoe County Sheriff's deputies are recovering after one got hit and run over by a car. The other was stabbed with a fishing hook on Monday night. They responded to a home in Centennial northeast of University in Arapahoe about someone who wouldn't leave. Deputies found him in his car when they arrived. That's when the suspect hit the gas and ran the deputy over. Deputies chased the car for less than a block, and it ended with the suspect stabbing a deputy with a fishing hook, then being tased. Both deputies will be okay. Happening today, an employee with a Lakewood Recreation Center who's accused of attempted sexual assault is due in court.
According to the arrest affidavit, during an event at the rec center in September, Anthony Frisk led a girl into a storage room, closed the door, and asked her to do something sexual. Court documents show the girl refused, and then Frisk let her out and didn't touch her. Right now, DIA reports delays from Frontier Airlines, but not very many, just one day after news broke of a big merger with Spirit Airlines. This is a big improvement from late times yesterday morning. The FAA actually issued a ground stop for all flights for what Frontier called a technological issue. Frontier canceled 16 flights and delayed 17 more. Frontier says that issue has now been fixed. The merger between Frontier Airlines and Spirit Airlines is going to create the 5th largest domestic airline in the country. This merger designed to create a major competitor during a time when small airlines struggle to compete against the Americans, Deltas, United, and Southwest Airlines of the world. Those four make up roughly 80% of the nation's air traffic. Experts say right now the outlook for airlines and passengers seems pretty positive. The CEO of Frontier says this move will also create 10,000 jobs. Experts say the deal could really impact flyers down the road.
Yeah, it might not be a good thing.
Probably not a good thing for the average American flyer, simply because having more airlines and more competition in the market generally drives down lower fares.
It's very rarely the case that airline mergers are good for the consumer, at least in the narrowest sense.
So experts say fares aren't likely going to get any lower. It's still unclear what brand the two companies would fly under, but Frontier says the combined company would offer more than 1,000 daily flights to over 145 destinations. Experts say the merger could give more options to fly to mid-sized cities and underserved regions. Not a done deal yet. The merger has yet to be approved by federal antitrust regulators. The Biden administration has taken an aggressive stance on antitrust issues. Increasing competition in the airline industry is one of the issues that the president has cited as a priority.